Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a very simple pattern that you can use to make wall art or a card or just to customize some of your favorite products. I like to use the Posca, use that, or you can also use a micron pen. These are also really good. Or if you don't have either of those and you're just starting out, you can always use just an everyday Pilot G2. I do like the 05, but you could use the 07 if you like a thicker ink line. I like to use cardstock to draw on. I buy cards that are already in the shape I want them from Amazon, and that'll be linked below. But you could always just use copy paper or cardstock. You can even use a spare piece of cardboard you have laying around the house if you're just practicing. Now this video is about 3 minutes long, however, creating this piece of art took me about an hour. So don't rush yourself, take your time, and don't worry about those little micro mistakes. Once the whole pattern is created, it's really hard to notice if a line is not perfectly straight or if the curve isn't exactly the way you want it. So don't stress, enjoy it.
Okay, so as I said earlier, I buy my cards already pre-cut, but if you want your own pre-cut card, you can just cut out a 5 by 8 inch piece of paper, and then you can just fold that in half and you'll have the same exact size card. So here all I'm doing is I'm just finding the center of that piece of paper, and then I'm marking in the middle and quarter of that measurement. So whatever size paper you're doing, just find the middle of it and then separate that into quarters so that you can make tidy little boxes that you can then put your design in. This will just give you a grid that will make your design a lot more stable, and it will also help give it that illusion of perfection. And then we're just going to lightly erase those lines. I find that if you try to erase those lines after you put the pen, it does diminish the pen stroke a little bit. So you're going to want to lighten those lines before you start the pattern. Now here for the pattern, I'm just starting out with a repetitive one direction, and then I'm going to flip it around in a minute and do the other direction. And this is just a simple clamshell style design. I really like it because it's so versatile. You can use it in many different designs, and you can also customize it. So here the key is not to get too stressed out with making sure every single one is perfect. Once you have this many, you really won't notice if there's a mistake. And honestly, I kind of like the individuality that it brings when it doesn't look printed. That is kind of the beauty of hand-drawn art, is that you can tell it's hand-drawn. So really don't get stressed out about mistakes. So now I'm just adding some little details inside, and you could leave it blank if you like that, or you could add your own design. You could do all dots instead of doing lines and dots like I'm doing. And then I'm just adding a little bit of color. And again, here you can choose any color. You could even color in the background before you add those little details in. It's really up to you. You could do some shading to give it depth. And then we just have a little time lapse. Obviously, I am not this fast. It does take a long time, but the result is always so rewarding. Just like that, you have a beautiful, unique card that you can use for any occasion. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you liked this video, and comment below what style card you'd like to see next.